Miriam Cates joins us. She's co-chair of the New Conservatives, former Conservative MP now, of course. Miriam, thank you for joining us.
Nice to see you, Julia.
I'm so sorry we kept you waiting, because obviously we'll get straight to it, because I wanted to talk to you about this. Well, there's two big stories today. One is the British Medical Association. We're in their news today because, you know, about the GPs' pay. They've been dealing with junior doctors' pay, but they're also, of course, the doctors' union, and they get involved in various treatments. And they have called officially for children to be given puberty blockers once again. They say to help them change gender. They vowed to oppose the implementation of the CAS review. Which is quite an extraordinary thing, given that it was a president of the former president of the Royal College of Paediatrics in Hilary Cass who conducted this review, and yet they're basically saying no, it's all rubbish. We should carry on giving these unsafe puberty blockers.
I mean, it's absolutely astounding, isn't it? And I think probably we should first of all say that I'm sure the BMA do not speak for all doctors.
Absolutely.
And there will be many, many doctors who absolutely welcome the CAS review, who are really grateful for what Hilary Cass has done and the new evidence that she brought to light that actually puberty blockers are not proven to be safe. They're not necessarily a good treatment at all for a child. And quite frankly, why would you try to stop a child going through puberty? So I'm sure the majority of doctors are very supportive of the CAS review, but it is extraordinary that the BMA are going so against evidence. I mean, it is quite a shocking day when doctors who are supposed to be evidence-based before anything else are rejecting such clear evidence. And I think what's interesting in the statement is it says that they believe that stopping the use of puberty blockers will be discriminatory towards transgender children. Now, from a medical point of view, what is a transgender child? A child that should have been born the opposite sex? Well, that's just ideology. There's no evidence for that.
Listen, if your doctor thinks that children are assigned sex at birth or can be born in the wrong body, they shouldn't be a doctor. Change doctors now. That person is conducting voodoo, not medicine.
Exactly. So the good news is that it seems like both the Labour government and obviously the Conservative opposition are strongly supporting the CAS review and the recent decision by the last government, backed up by the current government and the High Court, to stop using the puberty blockers. So that is very good news. But as you say, it calls into question our trust in the healthcare system. It's almost medieval, this decision to put ideology before evidence.
Well,
and that's very frightening.
But we've seen that in the NHS with the whole, we're cervix owners and, was it chest feeders as opposed to, women and mothers, breastfeeders. It's quite extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, again, they're not safe. These are the same doctors who would tell us, oh, no, you can only give half a paracetamol to a child under 12 and then a full paracetamol at 12. But no, any time after 12 or 13, pump someone full of completely untested, unproven, unsafe drugs. Not a problem for an ideology.
And the problem with this is it threatens our trust in all doctors because of this one issue. And so if your doctor says, don't give this drug to your child, but at the same time they're saying, oh, maybe your child's born in the wrong body, which part do you believe? And it undermines trust in our whole health system.
Can I just check?
I think the BMA is acting shamefully, really.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm genuine. I think it's criminal. I really do. Can I also ask you about extraordinary in the Olympics? A boxer, I love this, a boxer deemed a biological male. So a man pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a trans woman, has today won against an Italian woman in a boxing bout. The fight took 46 seconds, and the Italian woman threw a helmet onto the floor, and the fight was abandoned. The Algerian boxer Imaine Khilef fought Angela Carini, both aged 25, despite being banned from a major boxing contest before the Olympics, but was allowed to compete in this morning's Olympic welterweight bout, despite the fact that one of them is a man and one of them is a woman.
Yeah, and I think I read yesterday that the average man can punch 160% harder than the average woman. Anyone who's been through male puberty just is stronger. That's a fact. Again, an absolutely wrong decision. And it's really difficult to understand what's going through the minds of people who think this is acceptable. And of course, we know very much how it's completely unfair in sport, but it isn't just sport. I mean, I was on holiday in Suffolk last week and I saw that the Felix Stowe Carnival had chosen a man, a trans woman, woman, a man as their carnival queen, and of course a man as their carnival king. So there's now no place for women, even in local events. And when you can see what's wrong here, it's really difficult to understand what's going through people's mind. Are they doing this because they're afraid of the backlash? Are they doing this because they genuinely believe it? But when safety is involved, it's really hard to understand. And actually, they're going against international standards.
Absolutely, and he'd been banned from other tournaments because he failed a gender eligibility test. It's really simple. Open the pants. Oh, you can't basically compete hitting women because you're a man. Miriam, the world has gone mad. We keep thinking
this is the new misogyny, isn't it?
I know. We keep thinking sanity will return, and then it just keeps on coming back. Miriam, I'm going to let you go. I know you're waiting to take the family out. We kept her waiting. We were doing another interview. I do apologise for that. Miriam Cates there, the brilliant Miriam Cates, co-chair of the New Conservatives. We need her back in Parliament. Whatever your politics are, we need her back.